Have you ever wanted a no-bake treat to share with your friends and family? Does the idea of baking sound too challenging, time-consuming, or expensive? Well, the Rice Krispie Treat is a delicious choice for beginners in the kitchen. And before I teach you how to make some, here's the history of the Rice Krispie Treat. In 1939, Battle Creek, Michigan, the Kellogg's Company created the Rice Krispie Treat to advertise the cereal brand. The Rice Krispie Treat was sold in plain and chocolate versions and sold to consumers for a profit. And the newest variation of the Rice Krispie Treat has a thin coating of sugar on top. Truthfully, the Rice Krispie Treat is a very simplistic recipe, and people who make them typically add more steps to create their own little bit of pizzazz, such as adding frosting, sprinkles, or cutting out the Rice Krispie Treats in a specific shape, such as circles, triangles, stars, hearts, really anything to your heart's content. And this is a pot-based recipe, so you're going to need a pot. You're going to pretty much be standing by the stovetop the entirety of the recipe, which is why we're standing in front of the stovetop. You're also going to need a pan. A glass pan, metal pan, plastic pan, not even a pan, a cake tin, really anything to put your sticky mixture into. Speaking of sticky mixtures, you're also going to need something to help the mixture not stick to your pan, such as a baking spray, butter, marjoram, Crisco, and my favorite, parchment paper. Don't forget about your parchment paper, that's super important. You're also going to need to find a couple of ingredients for this recipe. Very simple. Marshmallows, Rice Krispie Treat cereal, and butter. First of all, your butter can be room temperature, it can be chilled. Regardless, it's going to be boiled in a pot, so it doesn't matter which form it is in. So you're going to place 3 tablespoons of butter into your pot. You're going to put this on the stove top and you're going to let it go on a low heat until it is melted. And then you're going to add in your marshmallows. I picked miniature marshmallows. This is 5.5 cups of miniature marshmallows. You can pick large marshmallows. That would equivocate to 10 ounces, a 10-ounce package. In the past, I've found better experiences with the miniature marshmallows. They cook faster, they're manageable, and they're the same price as the large marshmallows. And if you have any leftovers, you can put them in hot cocoa or something like that, you know? There's a lot of variety. So let's place these in here. After that, you're going to mix it up. Give it a good old mix. And your mixture should look like marshmallow fluff when it's ready to go. And that's when it's time for the cereal. Now the cereal is the key star of this. As I mentioned earlier, you can use them to decorate and add some pizzazz to your recipe. You don't even have to use the name brand Rice Krispie Treats. That's what I use. You can use, generic cereal. You can use Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruit Loops, Chex, really whatever you want. So we're going to add that in. That's going to be 6 cups, by the way. 6 cups of cereal. And you're going to give that a good mix. Let's do that right now. After this is done mixing, you're going to take your pan from earlier, remember? The pan with the parchment paper, the baking spray, the butter. And you're going to throw your mixture onto that and you're going to put it in the refrigerator. You could wait until it is room temperature to throw it into the fridge, but I particularly am so impatient that I just toss it in the fridge while it's burning hot because I want to eat it so very quickly. And that's all you need to do. That's the entire recipe. Now you have a no-bake treat to share with your friends and family. Bon appetit.